You find an older trawler online, and for a few minutes, it feels like your retirement problem just solved itself. No mortgage, no lawn, no property taxes waiting in the mailbox. Just a small floating home, a quiet marina, coffee in the morning, and water outside every window. Then one thought hits you. What happens when something breaks? Not someday, not in theory, but on a rainy Tuesday night, when the bilge pump alarm starts screaming, the toilet stops flushing, the batteries are low, and the person everyone expects to know what to do is you. That is the part of boat life many dreamers skip. So today, we're answering a question many retirees quietly ask before buying a liveaboard boat. Could you really live aboard if you are not handy? The truth is, every liveaboard does not have to be a mechanic, but every liveaboard does need to understand the responsibility they are buying. Because a boat is not a condo with a view. It is a small house, a vehicle, a power plant, and a plumbing system, all sitting in a damp environment that is constantly wearing things down. So let's break this into 5 truths every non-handy liveaboard buyer needs to understand. Number 1, you do not need to fix everything, but you do need to notice things early. Being handy does not always mean rebuilding an engine. For a liveaboard, the first skill is noticing when something has changed. A new smell, a pump running longer than usual, a little water where there was no water yesterday, a toilet that sounds different. On land, small problems can wait. On a boat, small problems can become expensive quickly. Imagine a retired couple who moves aboard an older cruiser. The freshwater pump starts cycling every few minutes. It still works, so they ignore it. A week later, they find damp wood, swollen flooring, and a slow leak spreading behind the scenes. The lesson is simple. Boat life rewards attention. If you are not handy, you can still live aboard. But you need to learn what normal looks, sounds, and smells like on your boat. Number 2. Learn the simple systems, even if you never become a mechanic. You do not need to master everything at once. You need to know where the water comes from, where the waste goes, how power is stored, what charges the batteries, and what to shut off if something goes wrong. Where are the breakers? Where are the seacocks, the valves that allow water in and out of the boat? Where is the bilge pump? Where is the battery switch? These are not glamorous questions, but they make boat life less frightening. For retirees, stress is a cost too. A boat that saves money on paper but keeps you anxious every day may not be affordable. Number 3. Outsourcing is possible, but it has limits. Yes, you can pay professionals, mechanics, electricians, divers, surveyors, plumbers, and yard technicians. But outsourcing is not the same as having a landlord. There is no maintenance office downstairs. Marine labor can be expensive. Good technicians can be busy. Parts can take time. So the question is not, can I pay someone to fix it? The better question is, can I live calmly while I wait for the right person, the right part, and the right weather? This is why simplicity matters. A larger boat may feel more comfortable during the tour. 2 cabins, air conditioning, a generator, multiple heads, and plenty of space all sound wonderful. But every extra comfort is another system. When the air conditioning fails, it affects sleep. When the generator becomes unreliable, it changes travel plans. Every comfort has a maintenance cost. If you are not handy, choose simplicity before size. If you're still researching your first liveaboard boat, subscribe before you go any further. This channel is for people who want boat life without turning retirement into an expensive guessing game. Would you rather have a smaller boat with lower maintenance or a larger boat with more comfort but more things to fix? Drop your answer in the comments, because the next point catches people who did everything else right. Number 4, some jobs should not be learned the hard way. Being willing to learn is good. Being overconfident is dangerous. Some tasks can be realistic for beginners. Checking fluid levels, changing basic filters, learning battery care, tightening a loose fitting, or replacing a simple freshwater pump. But other jobs are professional work. Shore power electrical repairs, fuel system repairs, major engine work, through-hull fittings below the waterline, steering problems, gas systems, structural repairs. Anything where a mistake can cause fire, flooding, carbon monoxide danger, or loss of control is not where you experiment. So divide maintenance into 3 categories: things you can learn safely, things you can inspect but not repair, and things you should immediately outsource. You are not failing because you hire a marine electrician. You are making a mature decision. Number 5. The boat has to fit your body, your budget, and your support system. Boat maintenance often happens in awkward places, under floors, behind panels, inside cramped engine rooms, or on wet decks. After 50, 60, or 70, that matters. A buyer may love the salon and the galley, but never check whether they can reach the engine room, lift the floorboards, access the batteries, handle dock lines, or get to the electrical panel quickly at night. Good access can turn a scary problem into a manageable one. Bad access can turn a simple repair into an ordeal. And this is where the cheap boat trap begins. A low purchase price can make a boat feel safe, but an older boat with neglected systems can be expensive in all the ways that do not show up in the asking price. Soft decks, old wiring, tired engines, leaking windows, aging hoses, weak batteries, mystery repairs from previous owners. A handy owner might see projects. A non-handy owner may inherit stress. So before buying, budget beyond the purchase. Get a survey, plan for immediate repairs, keep a maintenance reserve, and do not spend your entire boat budget just getting the keys. You also need support before you need an emergency. A trusted mechanic, a marina that understands liveaboards, helpful dock neighbors, and a yard that can haul the boat when needed. This may sound less romantic than watching sunset videos, but this is where the dream becomes livable. The final lesson is this: you do not have to be a natural fixer to live aboard a boat, but you do have to be a willing learner, a careful observer, and an honest judge of your limits. Boat life can still be freedom. It can still be coffee in the cockpit, quiet mornings, neighbors waving from the dock, and a home that moves with the water. But it is only freedom when the boat fits the life you can actually manage. So before you ask, can I afford this boat? Ask a better question. Can I care for this boat without losing the peace I came here to find? That question may save your retirement. Comment below what would worry you more: repair costs, finding trustworthy help, or learning the maintenance yourself. And if you want more honest videos about affordable live aboard retirement and boat buying mistakes, consider subscribing.